Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages. I am MegaFreak400 and hello Ralph, what are you doing here? Oh wait, you're not still trying to kill Veran, are you? Yes you are. Of course. There's no reason for you to, because we can do it. But no, for whatever reason, Ralph wants to be the hero. And unfortunately, there's some circumstances about this that are actually going to be quite negative for Ralph, as we'll find out in a second, but as you can see, Ralph is kind of nervous about the whole thing. Now, I feel like this whole plot point is kind of just put in for drama purposes, because really, again, he doesn't need to go up the tower, we can do it on our own, but whatever. Actually, better question, well, I'll raise it when we actually get there, but either way, hello Impa and Nehru. So, yes, Ralph is a descendant of Queen Ambi, which means if he kills Ambi, because he doesn't have the mystery seeds that we do, if he kills Ambi without taking Veran out of the body, he'll die. Or cease to exist, rather, not really die. But wouldn't be good for him. You wonder, though, like, he's a descendant of Queen Ambi, you'd think... They don't really say, I don't think they say how long ago in this age is compared to ours, like if it's thousands, or, you know, what the actual time difference is. But, you know, Ralph is just a swordsman. He doesn't have, like, you'd think he'd be mayor, or you think he'd be kind of prominent, and no, the real lineage seems to just kind of been, you know, faded out after, decades later. More than decades, actually. Decades would just be like, I don't know how long, I know decade is 10 years, but, like, when you say decades, do you mean, like, how many sets of decades? Like 2 sets of decades, you know, so 20 years, or... Because technically decades could be, you know, 100 years, but then, well, it's gotta be less than 100, because I think there's, 100 would be, centennial is 100, isn't there? Then bicentennial is 200. Anyway, this is the Dark Tower, or Black Tower, I believe, not Dark Tower. I wasn't paying attention to the text. Anyway, this tower is pretty easy. Like I said, it's not really much of a final dungeon, it's just kind of walk through, get to the boss. That's about it. This first part is, we've seen this area before, but now it's filled with monsters. This first part, you'll be seeing like groups of enemies, so like right here some ropes, and you'll just see them all in just big hordes. The music's pretty good, but other than that, not too difficult, just beware. I know people make fun of me though, it's like, oh, you think every song is the best. Well, you know, I'm not really that picky about music. For the most part, I pretty much... And I also just latch on to some songs, you know, more than others. This is one of them, I really like the beat to it. Whereas other songs in this game are okay, but... Now hang on though, I'm gonna try putting on the heart ring to see if I can restore some hearts, but it doesn't seem to be working, that's odd. Maybe it just takes a long time. And ow, that beam almost got me. Ah! Well, actually... Yeah, it still isn't. I don't think it's revived my hearts yet. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna put back on the blue ring, because at least I'll get, less damage than if I was to put on the heart, because the heart ring's taking too long to revive my health, whereas with the blue ring, at least I'll get less damage in the process. Oh, hello, likes. Don't eat my shield. I don't want to have to buy another one. Though, if they were to eat my shield at this point, I would just say, screw it. It's what I do with, like, in the original Zelda. If you buy the magical shield, even though technically that'd be 100% completion, if it gets eaten in, like, Ganon's, or in Death Mountain, I just say, you know, whatever. I had it going into Death Mountain. I'm not gonna... It's not a big deal if I have it going out of Death Mountain, or not really out, but... And we have Dark Nuts. I think these are Dark Nuts. You know what, I was replaying Skyward Sword recently, and I'm disappointed they didn't have Dark Nuts in there. You'd think with the sword controls they'd find some way to use either Dark Nuts or Iron Knuckles. Those two don't appear in the same game together. It's either Dark Nut or it's an Iron Knuckle, but it would have been interesting to see them utilize that enemy. I'm not sure how they would do it, but I'm sure they could figure out something. Because usually with Dark Nuts, with the other games, you have to do some kind of fancy sword maneuver where you roll around in order to attack them from behind, and you can't do that in Skyward Sword. You just have to position your sword more so in Skyward Sword. Anyway, I think this is the end. Yeah, it is. Now, here's the thing. We needed this, the Meiku seed, in order to proceed forward. How the hell did Ralph proceed forward? I mean, that's my question. What was the point of the Meiku seed and the essences, then, if Ralph could have just gone in anyway? Whatever. That's why I said, like, that whole thing was just for drama purposes, not really for anything, you know, important to the... we needed some more drama than just, oh, beat Veran in the end. We needed something else to be kind of... a rush to the end. Otherwise, there wouldn't be any kind of... reason to hurry, I guess. Anyway, this is actually the actual part of the tower, like the actual dungeon portion. Still really short and not that hard, though. I do not like these whiz ropes. Good if you guys would leave me alone. I don't want to go in... Ow! I hate the blue ones. Yeah, the blue ones are definitely the worst. Which, I mean, they're the strongest, so yeah, but like, the red ones and the green ones are entirely dealable. The blue ones are on an entire new level. Like, usually with harder enemies, they're just slightly difficult. The blue ones step it up way more than they should, and I want to get to the actual sterile, because I screwed up. Okay, there we go. Just walk through you. You will not damage me. I think I wanna, yeah, go up this way. If I can get past this guy. That's the problem with the way the sword mechanics work in this game with enemies. Sometimes you get in areas where it's hard to hit them because of the way the corners... Because you can only hit them from one side, basically. So it can be kind of difficult to hit them. Alright. What do I might need to go see the owl statue has to say then, because I don't know what to do. Okay, what do you have to say? Truth glares at your back. Okay. What does that mean? So do I do that one? The one that was to the back of the room? Oh wait, no. Okay, no, hang on, I'm dumb. I gotta do the one on the left, back, look, because my back, that was stupid. Okay, so we'll follow the left one. And I'm pretty good at... I like to think I'm pretty good, this one's not really that hard, but I'm pretty good at the stuff where you have to follow one object and keep track of it. You know, like the whole 3 cups, and there's a ball, and where's the ball? I think I'm pretty good at that, because I can usually... So I'm pretty good at, like, Shell Game and Mario Party, because I think I'm pretty decent at following stuff. Anyway, are you gonna stop anytime soon? Be nice if you did. Okay. And yeah, I don't know if there's anything down there that's important, but I don't feel like doing that again, so we're going up. And I think we just... Yeah, this was where she summoned the dark spirits of the night. I don't know. So I think we just walk around and then the end. Well, not just the... Oh, hello, Lionels. I think they're Lionels. Did not expect to see you guys here. And ball and chain guy. We'll just ignore you. Yeah. So let's go in. Oh no, Ralph! Okay. Well, no, actually, no. Veran could know that because she came from the future. So I was gonna say, how would you know that? But yeah. Yeah. You've already done this with Nehru. I don't know why. Yeah, whatever. Hurry up so we can just initiate the fight. Just knock Ralph out. Did he just jump on me? I think he just jumped on me. Or I guess maybe he's in front of me, but it almost looks like he's on top of me. That would be funny. I will say, though, I do like Ralph's character here as much as I think this scene is entirely pointless. He's a cool character. I think if this was done in a different type of game, and this is one of those games I think would have been better with 3D or just a newer... Could work in 2D, but definitely I think like a 3D cutscene, this would have been cool. I think, because they're, yeah, I think Ralph could have worked in like a Skyward Sword type of game. He doesn't really work here. Or it doesn't, the story doesn't really work here for whatever reason. Don't get me wrong, I love 2D games, and they can work well. Mother 3 is a perfect example of that. Granted, it's an RPG, but I feel like this dramatic cutscene would have worked better in a 3D environment with a cutscene, personally. Or in a different way, but just not like this. Either way, battle. Okay, you come despite my warnings. Okay, here's the thing that sucks, or not really sucks, but here's the thing that doesn't make sense about this. This first part of the battle is pretty much exactly a replica of what we did with Nehru in the castle. So I don't see why she expected anything different, because we're doing the exact same things, and she was not prepared for us to do this exact same battle. Again, one thing that kind of makes Seasons a bit better is that I don't think you fight the final boss. Oh, I screwed up. I don't think you even fight the final boss in any form until the end, whereas you actually do fight Veran earlier on. Even though, to be fair, I really do like the fact that you do fight Veran earlier on. Having this battle here doesn't really make sense. They should have just went into the next form. And yeah, spoilers, there are other forms, if you could not guess. And I don't like spiders. I believe, actually, I don't know, I think it might be the next phase. And I never actually had it happen, but I believe there's a phase where if you get sprinkled with magic, you'll turn into a baby Link, which is kind of cool. Doesn't happen in this one, though, I don't think, but I just wanted to mention it, because I'll probably forget to mention it later. Okay. This is a little bit more annoying, because there's spiders, and she teleports more, but same basic concept. And yeah, she's dead already. You should have expected it, because I've done it before. And yay, Ambi is now saved. Actually, wait, does she even know us? She said our name, but, like, I don't think we've ever been properly introduced. What did we tell you to... whatever. Alright, so now that Veran has, even though technically she could possess us right now while she's monologuing, Veran has run out of bodies to possess, so we're finally going to battle her. But not in that form, because she doesn't do anything in that form. We're gonna have another form to fight. A kind of ugly form. Yay, Fairy Veran. I believe it has to be Veran. How else would you pronounce it? I said Vernon before, but it's the way that the spelling is, it's gotta be Veran. Which is a dumb name anyway, but... I guess not that dumb. Anyway, this one can be kind of... It's not hard. Obviously there's Shadow Links that will get in your way, but they pretty much don't do anything, just ignore them. The main thing here to watch out for is the fact that she will... Her magic can be kind of hard to avoid. And also she has very erratic movements, but other than that, just keep slashing. Not a hard boss at all. As evident by the fact that she is now dead. Mega, are you alright? Yes, I am. I've saved the day. Yeah, I'm gonna stop complaining about the story, because everyone knows that the story's not all that great in this game. Well, I mean, it's okay, but it's not, like, as good as... I'm trying to think of I guess my favorite Zelda story would have to be Wind Waker, probably. So I guess it's no Wind Waker. And, yeah, as you probably expected, we're not done. We actually have more to battle with Veran. Not that, well, now this phase is definitely harder, but not that it's that tricky, but here we go. Oh, she looks weird. I am courageous. I think I have the I think the Triforce is fully formed, so I guess I don't have the Triforce of Courage. You'll pay for my humiliation with your life. Now, Mega, it is your turn. Taste the despair. And it's Turtle Veran. Yeah. So there's 3 different forms in this battle. The first one is obviously a turtle. Now I believe... do I need bombs for this? No. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I just hit her when her thing is open. Yeah, there we go. This one isn't too bad if I wasn't being stupid earlier. And Beaver, and probably the easiest to attack because I don't think there's any tricks, but also the hardest to hit because she's got erratic movements, and I believe she releases mini bees at some point if I remember correctly. Or stingers. I think mini bees too at some point. Yeah. Also, those will release hearts though, so those could also be very useful. But definitely the easiest of the forms. And now Turtle again. Turtle, if you just keep running, you should be good on. Oh, spider. Okay, what do I do here? Do I have to hit that thing? Do I need the power glove to grab onto it? I actually don't remember what you do for the spider. Ow. Yeah, do it. She's not releasing her web again, so I don't know if I can even attack her at this point. And I can't get to it. I couldn't get to it in enough time. Oh. Oh, hello. Okay, stop doing that. I would prefer not to be crushed under your spider body. Okay, well that just does that to me. So I probably actually can't pick it up. Okay, well then what did I do here? I know this battle is probably one of the easier final battles, but I can't figure out what to do for this one. She's not like opening a weak spot. Do I use this switch hook? Then, I mean, oh, crap. Let me try the heart ring. Just because I know it wasn't... I think it does revive, it just might take a long time, but if I avoid her, I shouldn't have to worry about getting damage. Because she's not too hard to avoid in this form. Yeah, that's good. Keep filling me up with hearts. Wait. Do I use the bombs for this form then? Because they have bombs in the bush. There has to be a reason for the bombs. Ow, ow, ow. Stop it. Okay, hang on. I gotta not die while trying to do this. Well, I can't tell because I keep missing her. Come on. Okay, I might be able to hit her here. Yeah, okay, that's... I don't know why. I tried bombs for the turtle, didn't think about bombs for this form. So, I apologize for everyone who was sitting at the screen going, why aren't you using bombs? And actually, I'll probably get a few comments of that. Of people who stopped halfway through and said, use bombs. Use bombs wisely. I did not. I failed to do so. Okay, ow. Come on. Yeah, but besides the fact that I was being a dumbass, this is actually a really easy final boss, I feel. Okay. Okay, come on. I don't know how many hits she takes. Oh, and now this form again. Yeah, okay. Come on. Let me get a clear shot on you and also try and heal myself a bit. Oh wow, that hit her? Not expecting that to hit her. I'm just gonna stay over here for a bit, because this is form, it's pretty easy to heal with this form. Now the beeping stopped. Yay! I can't imagine she has much more many hits left. I can't imagine it'll take that many more to kill her. How did I miss that one? That one was really close. Okay, there we go. Ow. There we go, come on. What if I'll kill her in spider form? Or maybe she has a lot more than that. I'm thinking. I don't feel like there's that much more left, but I could be okay. Turtle. I think that's turtle though. It kind of looks a little bit like like a bug or some sort. Like what's the Pokemon that? Oh, never mind. She's dead. But the I can't remember. It is a turtle, I'm pretty sure, because I think that's what it's called, but I can't remember what the name of the Pokemon is that has the mushrooms on its back. The big one. I should know this. I know Pokemon, and for whatever reason, I'm drawing a blank. It's a P. It's definitely a P. Parasect, isn't it? Yeah, Parasect. Kinda like Parasect, but it's a turtle. Anyway, Veran is dead. And we are okay. We blew up the door. Yes, I am. And I saved Ralph, and I saved the day, and everything's good. We can all go home and be happy until Seasons happens. Unless you play in the second, then something else will happen. But anyway. Okay, this next scene's also kind of pointless too, as you'll see. Yeah. You see that music? Something bad supposedly is happening because of that music. So we're thinking that Ambi's actually being mean to us. Why would we even think that? Why would we think that she's arresting us or... yeah, I don't see why that was even needed, that scene, because we know she's not evil, because Veran was defeated, so why would we... and what purpose would it be for her to attack us? I don't know. I mean, I guess... no, I think that scene was pointless. Anyway, cool music. And everyone is no longer turned to stone. Oh yeah, I forgot, this was in the past that people were turned to stone the last time, and the last time it was in the future. I don't think I even mentioned that or even recognized that when that scene happened. So that is interesting to note that the stuff that happened, poor bunnies, the stuff that happened this time was in the past due to the sorrow that she got, the power of sorrow. How could you not? We've outdid you the whole game. What's with every character in this game not knowing the obvious? Or, whatever. I'm not gonna question... well, I have been. Okay, so, Queen Ambi, everything is good. And now they are creating, I guess, paradoxes somewhat. Not really a paradox, but they shouldn't be messing with time by talking to their ancestors. Ambi's actual, if you look, I think I mentioned this, but if you look at her character art, she's kind of creepy looking. Her actual character art design. In the game, she looks fine, but she's got like... Actually, no, you'll see a little bit. You can see right there in the background here. Ralph looks cool, to be honest. Ambi's kind of creepy looking. I don't know if we get a more detailed look of her in the credits, because to be fair, this is one of the coolest credit sequences because I like the fact they use the artwork here. And not many of the Zelda games do this to this extent. They'll either use like actual cutscenes or CG, or not cutscenes. They'll use cutscenes and yeah, Twinrova is saying that there's still bad stuff happening. Whatever. We're happy. This game is done, so we'll worry about the other stuff in a new game. But there is definitely an overarching plot, because if there's a link, you can link the two games, Seasons and Ages, together, and that was really a creepy face. But like Minish Cap had just very short scenes. This game's, the way that, the scenes that it does, I like how it does the scenes here, the art scenes. I'm not saying other games haven't done it, but I like how, I don't know, I like how Ages does it. So we'll just say that. Anyway, this Let's Play is now done. Well, we'll be done by the end of this video. And yeah, we got a statue. Which also means I think we can't go that way now that the statue's there. If we re-enter, I think we can re-enter the game. So we can't go that path, which is fine. We don't need that path to get to that portal. But, and yeah, we get to see the statue and Impa, and Impa's huge in the Oracle games. But yeah, I thought this was a decent LP. I love this game. I will say, after playing it again, I actually think I need to play Seasons again. I think I actually might now like Seasons better than Ages, because I've always said I prefer Ages, and I still do like Ages, but I don't know. Like, I almost felt like, to extent playing it again, it was a little bit more stale than I remembered it being. So yeah, I'll have to play Seasons again and see if that suspicion is that I now prefer Seasons is correct. Like, my tastes have slightly changed. But either way, Ages is a great game. I think it's underrated for sure, and I think together with Seasons, it's definitely two of the best 2D Zeldas. So I definitely would give it a try if you've never played it before. Poor Ralph. He's no swordsman. Well, he is a swordsman, but he's no us. And yeah, I don't really want much else to say, just standard, you know, Let's Playing stuff. And we actually get to see the statue being made, which is cool. Yeah, I think we make it a shot of Ambi here. Will we? No. Well, maybe here. Do we get to see her? Yeah, she looks a little creepy, you know? At least in my mind. I feel like she's a little creepy looking. Cool. She's cool, but creepy cool. Yeah, so anyway, that's this game. It's pretty good. I don't know how I rank it. I think in a few years in the past, I would probably have ranked it in my top 5 Zelda games. I don't know if I would do that now, but it's definitely a good set of Zelda games, especially along with Seasons. I definitely rank it definitely in the middle at least. I'd have to go through an actual list and figure out. I know what my top 2 Zeldas would be, which I won't. Well, I'll say it. I'll say it a different time. I might have plans for that possibly. Anyway, for those of you wondering, I probably will be doing Seasons. If I don't, I'm sorry, because I do have, you know, I am starting to get busy with life. But that said, that is planned to do eventually, but not for a while, because I want to have a little bit of a break. And I also need to get Seasons, technically, because I do not have... That's the only Zelda game I think I don't... I've played it before, I've beaten it, I've done the Linked game. I don't think I actually own... Or I don't think it's the only Zelda game I don't own, which would be Seasons. It should not be hard to obtain at all, but I will need to get it first in order to actually finish this playthrough, or the linked playthrough. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think, and stay tuned for new and exciting projects on this channel. Probably some more different ones than what you've seen from me so far. Well, not really too different, but slightly different. Not really. I'm just... You'll see. Anyway, yep, we can now do a linked game. If you want to play from my file, I guess you could use that code, so I guess go ahead. But until then, I've been MegaFreak400, and see ya for another Let's Play, for another playthrough at another date. So, bye guys.